Hello, welcome back to Sharing the Love. Today we're sharing the love with a beautiful, wonderful, fantastic woman, Sarah Hopkins. Welcome. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, thank you. And thank you for asking me here today. I'm
Thank
really
you.
excited. It's so
Thank you.
cool. I'm nervous, but it's cool.
It's okay. It's okay. It's good nerves, you know. We're spreading the love.
Absolutely exciting. Excited. Yeah, I shouldn't
Excited.
call it nervous. I should call it excited, shouldn't I?
Sarah, if I were to ask you, could you describe yourself to me with 5 words?
Fine. That's not many. Authentic, focused, light-hearted. I like to think I'm light-hearted.
Definitely.
Resilient and empathic. That's five.
Yeah. Out of those 5 words, which one speaks the loudest to you in the current phase that you're in?
Um, Empathic, I think. Always. It's always been in my core. Always.
And that's really what makes you such a great coach and such a great friend and a great mother, because I do believe that it's the empathy in you that shines outwardly and makes people feel that extra little love.
Appreciate that. That's hit me right there.
Oh,
Because yeah, I think as you grow up, you can really identify with it, but sometimes you can see it as a failing. And as you get older, you realize it's actually your strength, and
yes,
to be able to see and feel others is a privilege,
yes,
and a real gift. So
definitely.
thank you.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Here, alrighty. So it's time for our love bowl. So you know the drill. I'm going to be shuffling and just tell me to stop whenever you're ready.
Okie dokie. Stop.
And the topic for today is the unknown.
Oh, wow. God, even if you'd picked one, you couldn't have picked something better for that. Wow.
What thoughts come to your mind when you hear the unknown?
For me, it would be uncertainty.
Mm,
I would say whenever I've had an experience, I'm currently in an experience where there's something big that's unknown,
mm,
there's that uncertainty. What do I do? What do I feel? What should I do? And then obviously fear. Fear's the biggest, isn't it?
right.
But I honestly believe as I've got older, playing the age card, bringing it out, is that, just go with it.
Yeah.
Because actually, the unknown can be exciting, and we always go to the negative.
Mm,
And what I've started to find is that I can spin that. I can look at it differently. Think, fuck it, excuse my French, that it's not always fear-based. It can be exciting. It can be an experiment, and just see where life leads you, or a situation or something you want to do. And I'm not a thing about people say to you positive thinking. I hate that word. I just feel that you can get a
yeah.
toxic positivity, but I also feel that there's a beautiful balance. That there are the negative sides, but let's balance it with a positive as well.
Yeah.
What good could come out of this as well?
Exactly. And I need to emphasize the point that you made. You have a choice in how you want to approach the unknown. That, of course, yes, there is going to be fear and it's uncertain and we don't know what's going to happen and what will come out of that. But on the other side of that is like, what if it turns out amazing? And then we
Absolutely.
spend so much time stressing out about what it's going to be like, and we make it bigger in our heads than what it actually is, right? Can you share a specific moment when you were dealing with the unknown?
Big lump in my throat, because, and this is why, sorry.
It's okay.
And the reason this is so impactful, and I can't believe you picked this out, is this week I had to go for biopsies. And for me, I've had health problems before and stuff, but this time it's different. And although I feel choked up, and my initial reaction is to get emotive, my emotions are my energy. They're telling me that I care. I care about living. I care about what the outcome is going to be.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. So I shouldn't have to apologize for crying. I shouldn't have to apologize for being myself. And almost in this week, I've kept myself small. I've told, obviously, family, my daughter, my parents, and some close friends. And I did actually put it out on my Instagram channel. And I didn't do that for the drama, the effect, the follows. It was just to feel connected and to feel that I'm part of something and that it's okay. And it doesn't have to be a negative thing. And that the unknown can be scary. But you know what? If I just bring it down to today, this week, the people I've spoken to, the love I have felt this week from connecting with people, from just saying it is what it is. I've got no control over what the outcome's going to be, good, bad, or whatever. So the unknown is how I deal with it this week. And yes, I've had a cry. Yes, I've had a laugh. Yes, I've said some really inappropriate jokes, like my tits trying to kill me, you know, but that's okay. And, you know, the unknown, you can have all those emotions. It's not an and or. It's not, oh my God, she's breaking down. Look, oh my God, she's not coping with this. Or she's dealing with it, but she's blocking it. And people are all going to have their opinions on what you should do in these situations. But all that matters is you. And that you accept what you're dealing with on a daily basis. And you let that ride. And for me this week, that has been easier to do. To sit down, to rest, which I don't normally do. My husband thinks I'm an alien this week because I've sat on my arse and read books. It's a big unknown, and it's still unknown. I'll get results next week. But whatever the outcome, doesn't matter, really. It really doesn't matter. This is the biggest thing I've got to this week. It does not matter because I'll just deal with whatever comes along.
At the end of the day, it's how you choose to perceive it. And one, I want to say thank you for being vulnerable and so authentic and sharing that. This is something I love about you, is just how real you are and sharing your experience. And there's no right or wrong way to go about it. At the end of the day, you're doing your best, and that's what truly matters. Number one. Number two is the way that you choose to move forward with what you do know. That's how you're doing the best that you can, because you're doing the best with what you have got today. And you've got the evidence that you've made it through 100% of your shittiest days, of the hardest obstacles that you've had in your life. And now coming to where you are today, you are empowering yourself to be like, whatever is going to come, I'm going to be able to handle it. And maybe it's in that acceptance and in that acknowledgement and taking ownership that it's okay, I've got this, is something that helps navigate the unknown a little bit. I won't say it's an easy process, but definitely in a more smoother manner, right?
Absolutely, I mean, there's going to be lumps and bumps, not just in my boobs, but there's going to be lumps and bumps. And, you know, you just have to navigate it best you can. But if you've got that mindset of that self-compassion, that on your down days you can cry, you can feel sorry for yourself, and that's okay. So it's not an and or situation. And also you can be positive about this. They can both sit together.
100%. What do you think we can learn from the unknown?
Oh God, that's an amazing question. To be comfortable with it. I think to sit with it, just like not panic, not think, oh my God, what do I not know from the unknown? I don't know, and that's okay. So it's a perfect example. We don't know, and to actually be at peace with it, that's what we can learn from it.
I love that, and to add to your point, I feel a part of it is you feel like we're always trying to control the outcomes and to control the situations. And what I feel it can teach us is not only patience, but this ability to trust that whatever is going to unfold is going to work out the way that it's meant to work out for me. And so maybe one of the other things we learn from it is not only patience, but the empowerment bit, and to trust ourselves. Because when you're thinking about the worst case scenario, that's self-abandoning, because you're essentially telling yourself that I won't be able to handle what's coming. That's why I'm stressing out and going through the motions. But I love that you said, you know, I'm just sitting with it and just going with it. It's learning how to be in the present moment, because whatever is going to come out, whatever is going to come out. Right?
It's going to come out. You've got no control.
No. Exactly.
And just have the sense of freedom to let that be. It's huge. You just feel, instead of feeling like you're being dragged along, you feel like you're empowered, because you're like, right, I'm here. Hit me. Just hit me, and I'm ready for you. Simple as that.
Do you feel that there are some wide misconceptions about the unknown?
My impression is that sometimes that people feel that they should know, that there shouldn't be an unknown, that we should be prepared. So I suppose the big word there is should. That we've got it all, sorted out, and there should never be an unknown. You should have to be prepared. This hustle culture and let's get this sorted, let's get that sorted. But you know what? Even when you build a house, it just came to my mind, there's always a contingency fund just in case something goes wrong, and that's okay. Maybe we should have a contingency fund in life.
There's a bit of this distorted reality of how life is meant to be, and yes, be prepared, but how can you be prepared for something that you don't know how it's going to turn out? If there's one thing I learned in life is that life is unpredictable. And it seems that there's this underlying notion that some people have it nobody in this world has it figured out. Nobody in this world has it figured out, and we need to start accepting that. Sometimes actually, if you allow yourself to flow with it, you're open to more opportunities, as opposed to being so with this tunnel vision and this narrow mind that this is the only road that I'm gonna go, and if I don't go down this road, you make it harder for yourself.
What just came to my mind when you were saying that, Barna, is the fake it till you make it. That whole thing is about you knowing exactly what you're doing and how you're faking it because you know what the outcome is going to be. And that's the biggest load of bullshit. I hate that saying, fake it till you make it. I'm like, no, just be yourself and see where it goes. You don't have to fake anything.
I saw one of the mindset shift gurus was talking about this. Face it till you make it. Face it till you make it. Whatever comes up, face it. Next, face it.
That's the new one we need. We need a slogan and we need a t-shirt.
My next question is, if the unknown was a piece of advice that you'd give to your younger self, what would you say?
That's really good, because as a child, I was riddled with anxiety, and that would be tolerating uncertainty and fear of the unknown. I think it's about sitting with yourself and in the moment. So fear-based was always the future, the what ifs, what could happen. And I know I gave this gift to my own daughter, is that sitting with the present and just managing and talking about just that. I know it's cliche. Everybody says, be present, be present, be present. But, oh my God, there's so much gold in being present.
When you find ways to trust yourself and bring yourself to the present moment and ground yourself in the now, it's like, I'll deal with it when it comes. Because I don't even know if it's going to come. That's the thing. I feel this is one of the things that really makes me sad, is we spend, and I've been a victim of this for a large portion of my life, that I spent so many times worrying, so much time just stressing out, and 99% of the time it didn't turn out that way. 99% of the time.
I know, it's scary, isn't it? It's scary. I mean, I do the ABCs of Russell Kennedy. I think it's, Russell Kennedy. And that's about the awareness that your anxiety has been triggered. And then the B's of the breathing and bringing it back. But it's not just the breathing. It's also that reassurance, that hand on your heart. I am loved and I am safe. And repeating that, bringing yourself back to the present. And then the C's of that is the compassion. So it's the compassion to yourself and where you are in that moment in time. And that simple ABC is so effective. And all you've got to do is just keep practice. So when I wake up, this is going to make you laugh. I think of a song with love in the title, and I sing that to myself in the morning.
I love that.
It's crazy funny. And it's it can be really wild, funny songs. And I'm like, and I get up and I've got a smile on my face. It just can make all the difference.
Wow, I love that. I have my own practice where I hug myself every morning. So, let them think it's delusional, let them think whatever it is, but I love it, and it makes me feel incredible.
Works.
Exactly, it works. And as we're coming to wrap up, what was your biggest takeaway from our conversation today?
Is face your fears. That the unknown that big emotion around it, if I had to put an emotion around it, is fear. And that to sit with it, but not be it. Right. Let it pass through.
Wow. My last question for you is, where can our audience connect with you?
My Instagram, I've spoken to that many times today, and that's at Silver Sisters HQ, which isn't like a coaching title kind of thing. I've been on there a number of years when I transitioned to grey. Yeah, that's the main place to find me.
I love it. Everyone, please go check her out because honestly, her content is inspirational, empowering, so loving. It just engulfs you with such positive energy and not the toxic positivity that we were talking about, but just pure, genuine human experiences. And thank you so much for being vulnerable, for being here, for spreading your light. I really enjoyed this conversation with you today. This is Sharing the Love. Please comment, like, subscribe, let us know what resonated with you today, and we'll see you again in our next episode.